Welcome back to another video, another review of Monday Night Raw that happened last night. This is Mr. Blackhammer 2021. Gonna do as I said, a Monday Night Raw review. Gonna talk about what happened last night. I did not do SmackDown on Friday because I didn't think wasn't that much to talk about. There wasn't that much going on other than next week. But I will do SmackDown this Friday, and I will review a show since it's the WWE draft, and we'll see who wins the tag team title, either the Usos or Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn. But we have a lot to talk about. Now, these were the matches that were on SmackDown. We had the LWO against the Bloodline. We had Street Profits versus Shelton Benjamin, Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. We had a 6-woman tag with Damage Control, Bianca, Raquel, and Liv. Cody Rhodes versus Finn Balor. Rey Mysterio and Damian Priest. That was the main event of the show. So I will talk about it. But obviously, the biggest thing that happened on this show was the reveal of a new World Championship. Now, Triple H came out like later in the show and announced that there's gonna be a new world champion. He said that Roman Reigns is, he had both belts. Whatever show that Reigns gets drafted to, he'll be on that show and he'll stay there. And he knows that he's not showing up every week. So Monday Night Raw needs a world champion. And so, yeah, like Monday Night Raw needs, it needs a new champion. I think the reveal of this new world title looked great. It looked absolutely great. It is called the World Heavyweight Championship. So after 9 years, they brought back the big gold belt, and I assume it will be on Monday Night Raw. I can't see it being on SmackDown. I assume Reigns will stay on SmackDown, but that's gonna be the match. So it will be on that show. I can't wait to see what happens. Alright, so let me go into the show first. Now the show opened up with Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor segment. Now you guys know Cody Rhodes will wrestle Brock Lesnar at Backlash in like a week on May 6th in Puerto Rico. But the opening segment with Cody Rhodes, he said he's medically cleared to compete tonight. Finn Balor came out, said he wants him to join the Judgment Day. There was a decent segment. It was fine. They had a decent match. Cody Rhodes won. He had to get ready for a match with Brock Lesnar. The segment was alright. It was nothing special. And then after that, we got Legado, the LWO. They have a new entrance music that was pretty decent. They took on the Bloodline. A pretty good match. It was nothing special. It was every 6-man match you see on Raw or SmackDown. It was pretty good. Last week we saw a 6-man match. This week we saw one again. The Bloodline won. They had to win so they can stay strong and get ready for the match with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I also realized that Santos Escobar had been losing a lot. He hasn't won a singles match since Kofi Kingston back in January. Went out in April. Yeah. So hopefully they give Legado some momentum in like a few weeks. After that, they did show Trish Stratus, and they recap what happened 2 weeks ago when she turned on Becky Lynch. Trish Stratus jaw-dropping, confessing. Then we had a segment with Trish Stratus. She mocked Becky Lynch's absence and explained why Becky Lynch is not here. I didn't like it. I thought it was cringe. This heel turn with Trish Stratus being forced down her throats. Hopefully when Becky comes back, they do this match, maybe in Saudi Arabia. And that's Trish's final match. Then she's off TV. She's gone for a while. We don't need a part-timer on TV. We don't want a legend almost in their 50s taking a spot from someone else. This is all to get Becky Lynch over. Maybe they move her to SmackDown and get her in a big match with Rhea. And Trish Stratus goes away. But after that, we did get the Street Profits versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin in a pretty decent match. It was pretty short, like 7 or 8 minutes. Cedric and Shelton are nothing but jobbers. Now we thought that they were gonna build up the Hurt Business, but Cedric and Shelton have been in catering. Now hopefully the draft they might split the Street Profit. Maybe Dawkins and Angelo might split during the draft, and we might see Monte Ford as a single star. Now we did get some backstage segment with the Bloodline. We had Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. Sami Zayn was concerned about Jey Uso and his alliance with Roman Reigns. We also got a segment with Jay and Jimmy. Their concerns about Sami Zayn. Then we got another segment with Matt Riddle asserting Sami Zayn that Kevin Owens will not portray him. I don't like the promos. Hopefully that this is a swerve, that they're just teasing, thinking that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens might lose the tag team title, but they won't. Hopefully Kevin Owens don't turn on Sami Zayn, just give him a long title one. Now, as I said, we did get Jey Uso. We had Sami Zayn question the Usos about the Bloodline, saying that you think that when you guys lose, you think that Roman Reigns is not gonna want you anymore in the Bloodline. So I do love the storyline. They're still hyping up the big match for Friday on SmackDown with the tag team title. I don't like where it's leading. Hope it's all swerve and that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn retain the titles against the Usos, and that's more problem for the Bloodline, and then Roman Reigns won't have to trust the Usos anymore. After that, we did get a segment with Austin Theory and Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed. As you guys know, that's the match for Backlash. They had a interaction. We had a pretty good segment with Austin Theory and Bobby Lashley. Then they brawled. Bronson Reed came out of nowhere. He stand tall over Theory and Lashley. Now Bronson Reed is still a heel. Austin Theory still a heel. Bobby Lashley is the only babyface in this match. This match was announced on Friday. I think Bronson Reed seemed like the odd man out to win this U.S. title, and then we can do something new. We can build him up and see where they go. After that, we did get we got an interaction with Seth Rollins and Omos. Now, as I said, Cody Rhodes defeated Finn Balor in a pretty good match. And then the main event, we had Rey Mysterio and Damian Priest in a pretty good match. Priest threw in the turnbuckle and in the DQ. And Rey won by DQ. And after that, we get Bad Bunny coming out. He brawled with Damian Priest. He challenged Damian Priest to a street fight at Backlash. Yes, a street fight at Backlash. So, yes, a street fight at Backlash. So, they now have 7 matches on Backlash. Now, the Backlash card, we have, obviously, Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. We have Rhea Ripley and Zelina Vega for the SmackDown Women's title. Bianca versus Io Sky for the Raw Women's title, because Io Sky earned the opportunity for the title. And on SmackDown, they announced Seth Rollins versus Omos, and as we saw last night on Raw, they did the interaction. They're down. That match will be on Backlash. I don't know why. It was just thrown on the card. It was just added. So, yeah. And then we have, what else do we have? Like I said, Austin Theory, Bobby Lashley, Bronson Reed for the United States title. And we do have the 6-man tag with the Bloodline the Usos and Solo Sikoa versus Matt Riddle, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens in a 6-man match. And as I said, Damian Priest and Bad Bunny in a street fight. A street fight. A street fight. Now, that's 7 matches on the show. 7 matches on the show. I can't wait for this. Now, as I said, this Friday on SmackDown, we got the Usos against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on SmackDown during the draft. Now, I thought, I think Backlash will be a good show. I think there will be some good matches. I think there will be some shit matches, but I think some matches will be good. I can't wait to see how the show can be booked. I'm curious. Yeah. Now, I do have a lot to talk about. I will go on a rant here about what I think about Triple H revering the new world title. It is called the World Heavyweight Championship. It's the big gold belt, but it has the WWE logo on it. I'm okay with it. It looks fine. I think it's great. Yes. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is that, as you guys know, before Monday Night Raw came on last night, CM Punk was backstage at WWE. He was backstage. There was a video that shows him in the parking lot talking to Tamina Snuka. And then we also heard that he went and had an interaction with The Miz. He wanted to talk to Triple H until Vince McMahon kicked him out. So yeah, CM Punk was at backstage for WWE. Yeah. Now, CM Punk was there because it was in Chicago. As you guys know, CM Punk will be returning to AEW probably on June 17th for the new AEW TV show that will come on Saturday, AEW Collision. It's going to be in Chicago, and CM Punk probably going to lead that show. I think it will come on Saturday, and it'll be 2 hours. Yeah. So, now, what I wanted to talk about for Monday Night Raw, the show was fine. It was decent. It wasn't that bad. There wasn't that much wrestling. But the other thing I want to talk about that the problem with Triple H revering a new world title, I think it is absolutely ridiculous that we have 3 world titles on this show. Now, as you guys know, that Triple H made the announcement tonight, revealed the new WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That will be a fatal point in the 23 WWE draft that will happen on Friday and Monday. He did say with every brand Roman Reigns goes on, the Osprey brand will have the new World Heavyweight Championship. It may be the new beautiful title everyone desired, but there's some serious questions that need to be answered because of this. There's a lot. Now, as you guys know, Roman Reigns had both titles. He is the undisputed champion, but he had the WWE title and the Universal title, and he's holding them both hostage. He has them both. Roman Reigns will make it to 1,000 days on May 27 in Saudi Arabia at Night Champions, and we'll see what happens there. If he's going to wrestle or something's going to happen, I don't know. I don't know who he's going to wrestle. But I think it's absolutely ridiculous that we have 2 world titles. Now, unless I don't know who's going to win it, unless there might be a tournament. Maybe they'll do a fatal 4-way or maybe a 6-pack challenge. maybe an 8-man ladder match, or maybe they'll do a one-on-one match. Obviously, the fan favorite to win this new title that Triple H revealed is Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, he came out tonight before his interaction with Omar. He came out, he got a big pop. He also looked over at the title and said he wanted to win it, and said he dedicated that title and that the titles to be on someone like him, not politicians or part-timers. And it does make sense. It shouldn't be part-timers or any other legend or any other politician. The crowd chanted, "You deserve it." I think Seth Rollins should win it. I think Seth Rollins is the fan favorite to win it, and he's over with the crowd, and he could be one of the top guys in the company. Now, if that is true, I think it will go to Raw. There's no way that Roman Reigns is going to go to Raw. I think it'll stay on SmackDown because Fox wants him on SmackDown. Fox will not allow that, and SmackDown had better ratings, and it's much better with Roman Reigns there with the bloodline. Now, did Cody Rhodes go to SmackDown and continue his feud with Roman Reigns and eventually win the titles? Some people say that if Cody Rhodes wins it now, it's not going to be as important as it was at WrestleMania. He's not going to be the guy. He may be the second fiddle. He may be a secondary title holder and a transitional champion. And the moment's not going to really mean that much. Because now we have a World Championship on Raw. Now, a lot of people have their own opinions, like Fightful, Sean Watts, Sap, Denise, Salamander, JD from New York, Good Mike Ward Commentaries, and Wrestle Talk Podcast. They all have their own opinions, but mine's a little bit different. I think Roman Reigns will retire the Universal title when he gets to 1,000 days. Retire that title. Retire the one belt that no one's ever beaten him for. Have that go in the Hall of Fame. Then he's the WWE champion. Just have one belt, and then he drops it to Cody Rhodes. Will it mean more? It might. There's no way that WWE is gonna retire the WWE title after the lingers of 50 years of it being in the company. The WWE title that Roman Reigns had is the most prestigious title in all of the company. It's been there for 50 years. They haven't got rid of that. They should not retire that. They should not devalue that title. I think he should retire the Universal title and just have the WWE title and have him drop it to Cody Rhodes. Now the World title, I assume it may be on Raw. I think it will be on Raw, and I think Seth Rollins will be the guy to win it. It's not gonna be Cody Rhodes, cause they'd be stupid to give him the World Heavyweight title. Like, what's the point of him? What was the point of them doing what they did at WrestleMania? They would be stupid. Cody Rhodes came back to win the WWE title that his father never held. So yeah. But I cannot wait for the WWE draft and see what's gonna happen. Who's gonna get drafted where? It will get NXT call up. It will be big returns. Maybe Cody will be on SmackDown with Roman Reigns. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So hopefully this all gets sorted out. But I'm actually afraid that Cody Rhodes will be on Raw and he'll win the title. I don't think he should. I think it might be Seth Rollins. You can't wait on anyone else. I think it will be Seth Rollins against someone else. I don't know who, but maybe it could be Edge or maybe Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre deserves to be a world champion after his title reign was ruined by the pandemic. But I don't know. But yeah. Alright. Now the reason why they did this on Raw with the new reveal of the world title was to give the fans something and to give us something to care about on this show. Yeah. Alright. I also wanted to talk about the news and rumors. The news and rumors that I wanted to talk about. I probably should have talked about this earlier in the show. Now, the news and rumors. Yeah, I forgot Jeff Hardy back in AEW. CM Punk return plan and want All In with AEW. Wait, I think I already talked about this, did I? I think I talked about this already. Oh wait, I already talked about this, my bad. That was on SmackDown. Okay, that was AEW. Already talked about that. This was off the script that JD from New York was talking about. You guys know that greedy Bill Goldberg wants his own retirement tour. Goldberg was angry at Vince McMahon that he didn't get a proper retirement. He didn't get a proper send-off. Bill Goldberg wants a retirement tour to happen and is angry with Vince McMahon for breaking a handshake deal that they both had for it to happen in WWE. Now Goldberg planning his own tour. There were rumors that had may land him to AEW, and does Bill Goldberg understand the true meaning of one retires? Will this be about Bill Goldberg or what, or will he do right or get back to business? Now, first of all, now also, WWE superstars are now once again allowed back on Twitch after Vince McMahon banned superstars off the platform back in 2021. How much the superstars are making and what kind of deal they struck with Twitch. Also, Warner Brothers Discovery, the home of AEW, is seriously invested in WWE programming and are rumored to be major players from the night of Monday Night Raw. Could we see WWE and AEW on the same network in 2024? Plus all the news coming out with WWE Raw, SmackDown, AEW, and AEW Dynamite. Now, first of all, Bill Goldberg, him and AEW, I don't want to see that. And you know it's going to be the same old shit. Goldberg sucks. Goldberg's old, past his prime. He can't wrestle. Goldberg's a two-move wrestler. All he does is spear and jackhammer, and the match for 2 minutes. Goldberg had no business being in the ring. He should have retired. His last match should have been against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 33, losing the Universal title. And I thought it was a great match for the 4 minutes that it went, and that was it. Then he come back. He had a shit match with The Undertaker. He dropped The Undertaker. Had another match with Dolph Ziggler. And then he dropped Bray Wyatt. He killed The Fiend in Saudi Arabia. Won the Universal title. And then he put over Braun Strowman. He put over Drew McIntyre. He had a shit match with Bobby Lashley. And then he won in Saudi Arabia. That was decent. And then he has his match with Roman Reigns that was supposed to happen 2 years ago, but didn't. And he puts over Roman Reigns, and that was it. It went 5 minutes, and that was it. Goldberg had no business being in the ring. I don't want to see him in AEW. Goldberg should stay the hell away from WWE. This is the guy who killed Bray Wyatt. He's been champion twice. Don't want to see Bill Goldberg. And I don't know how that can work in AEW when the matches will be shit. Alright, so those were the news and rumors that I wanted to talk about. So yeah. What else? I already talked about SmackDown. It was okay. I might as well go back to Monday Night Raw that happened last night. Now we all know that Triple H wanted to bring back the World Heavyweight title. He wanted the Big Gold Belt back. There was talk about him getting rid of the Universal title. Alright. Now let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. What y'all think about Triple H bringing back the World Heavyweight title. It does look better. It looked better than most of the other titles, because the other titles were lazy. It was just all they changed was the color, and they had the same logo. Like the Universal title and every title that Roman Reigns had right now, it's just the same. It had the same logo with different color. Same thing with the women's title. The tag team title is the same, but that's for a different story for another time. But the only title that I really like are the IC title and the US title. And this world title is actually great. And that's it. But like, My problem is the fact that we have 3 world titles on the main roster. They have to get rid of one of them. Yeah. 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 So like, as a lot of people said, there's no way that they'll get rid of the WWE title. Yeah. So like, as I said before, and as a lot of people said, there is no way that WWE will get rid of the WWE title after 50 years of lineages. It's been in the company for 50 years. It's the most prestigious title in the company. There's no way that they'll get rid of that. There's no way. They wouldn't be that stupid. The Universal Champion had only had 7 years of lineages. Only 7 people held the title. Roman Reigns has held it for 960 something days. Didn't they say he held it for 967 days? And he's about to get to 1,000 days on May 27. Yeah. So yeah. Now the only way that this won't work is that if Roman Reigns retires. Yeah. Now, as I said before, the only way that this will work with 3 titles, Roman Reigns will probably have to retire one of the belt and just have one title and then lose it. Oh, whoop, my bad. Sorry, I had to read my notes, and I'm still trying to read my notes and go over what I was supposed to say. Sorry, taking long. Now, Roman Reigns should retire the Universal Belt and keep the title, and then drop in the Cody Rhodes. Now, Roman Reigns will probably retire the Universal Belt. Probably wouldn't get to 1,000 days, and then he retired that belt, and no one will ever break that title reign. He will retire that belt, put it in the Hall of Fame, and then he'll keep the WWE title that he's held for like almost 400 days, and then he'll drop it to Cody Rhodes when the time is right, and then that's it. It's just ridiculous that we have 3 world titles. Now, the other reason that I don't like this is that now um now there's no way. Um Now it's gonna be interesting. I feel like that they will get rid of one of those titles. Sorry, I'm watching my favorite YouTuber, JD from New York. I'm trying to see what he said, and I'm taking notes. Well, so yeah, like as I said, so I will do a SmackDown review. I haven't done SmackDown review in a while because SmackDown was getting kind of boring and it been kind of repetitive, same old shit, remastered. But I will do SmackDown this Friday. I will do a review on it. Maybe I'll do a live stream. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I just want to say thank you for watching. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Please subscribe to my channel. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes. Thank you for all the support. I can't wait to see what happens with the draft and what happens on Saudi Arabia. Like who wins this new world title? I assume it's gonna be Seth Rollins. if Seth Rollins doesn't win this World Heavyweight title, then I don't know what we're doing. It's not gonna be Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes doesn't need it. That's not the story. Cody Rhodes wants the WWE title. As I said, his story is to win the title his father never held, and Roman Reigns had that belt. So Cody Rhodes is not gonna win the World Heavyweight title. It may go to Seth Rollins, and it makes sense. And Seth Rollins may be a babyface. It may be the most over guy in the company. He may be a secondary title reign, but he's gonna leave Monday Night Raw. So yeah. I don't know how anybody is not gonna feel that way. You're gonna look at the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship being held by Roman Reigns. In what way? So yeah. But the title is already beneath the... But yeah. I actually forgot to mention that major update on why CM Punk was backstage in WWE. No interest joining WWE for CM Punk. Almost forgot to mention this because I said this earlier in my video that CM Punk was backstage in the company in WWE. Now, as I said, you know, CM Punk showed up at Monday Night Raw in Chicago. It caught up a lot of people off guard, but there were details. The picture came out. Oh wait, my bad. I already talked about this. I already said that he was, yeah, CM Punk was backstage. He talked to the Miz. He shook hands with Triple H. He had an interaction with Tamina until Vince McMahon kicked them out of the building and said, "Well, we part of AEW." It doesn't help the situation. So yeah. So yeah. I know that NXT Spring Breaking, we do have a few matches. Alright, guess I'll end the video right here. Until next time, I'll be back with more. Thank you.